I'm going to show you how you can double your profit in your real estate business with these 3 strategies using follow-up. Look, I know that you guys put a lot of effort into your marketing. You're always looking for like, what's that next strategy? What's that next that's going to help me get to that next level, right? You spend money, you buy advertising, you buy programs, you do all these different things, but really it doesn't have to be as hard as you might think. I actually found through a lot of trial and error myself that it could be so easy to grow my profit if I just focused on the things that I'm going to show you right now. Let's jump in. Now, as a real estate agent, one of the biggest things you need to know, and you probably already know, is that referrals are the highest and easiest conversion you're gonna get. Knowing that, and you probably, again, already know, like, yeah, I love referrals, I love to do referrals, those are the easiest ones, because when someone refers someone to you, like, it's a pretty high chance that you're going to get that client, right? As opposed to someone coming from online or Facebook or the internet or whatever. Now, when it comes to generating those referrals, how do you do that? Well, when you have a client that you close a transaction with, you're going to want to make sure that not only did you give them a great experience, which I know so many of you do that, right? And you probably already get referrals from these people. But if you want to maximize the number of referrals, you've got to have better follow-ups. What does that mean? Keeping in touch with them more often, more frequently, more consistently throughout the year. So when that transaction closes, don't just like move on to the next person struggling and looking and that stuff. What you want to do is put some effort back into that past client. So ask yourself this: are you getting 3 to 4 transactions for every transaction you close? So if you do 10 transactions in a year, right, over the next few years, you should easily get to that 30 to 40 transaction range off those initial 10. And if you are following up consistently and you're maintaining that relationship and you show them you care, right? You're delivering value, not just delivering value like sending them tips and tricks and whatever in their email, recipes and whatever. That's not what I'm talking about. But I mean actually bringing value to the relationship, right? Knowing what their needs were, what their desires were. And if you come in touch or contact with people or things or anything that could help them reach what they want to and share that with them, that's going to help you bring value to the relationship itself. When you are bringing value to the relationship, that goes further than just sending a Christmas card every year, right? You want to do more than that, where you are really the expert that they rely on, right? You're the one that they're going to go to when they have a question or they need advice about real estate, or a friend or family member has a question about real estate. You want them to feel very open to come to you. So that's the first thing you can do, is really make sure that you are aiming to get 3 to 4 additional transactions per deal for every closed transaction, because that's going to equal a ton of profit. The next thing is to focus on just a couple strategies. Really, I'd say focus on your past clients and your SOI and everyone in your database you have. Like, just follow-up should be like your number 1 strategy that you're focusing on. Then number 2 should be bringing in new business. That might be, prospecting, or maybe you're getting leads or doing open houses or whatever it is that you're doing to bring in new opportunities, especially if you're new or you don't have a lot of transactions under your belt. But if you've been in the business for a while and you're still over here trying to chase shiny objects, you're still looking for some marketing strategy that's going to turn things around, I would say stop yourself for a second and ask yourself, how many people have you closed in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years? How many people have you met? How many people have you built relationships with in that time? And I would shift my focus to all follow up with all those people. Those are going to be your best bets. The other thing too is this is going to save you money. This is how it relates in profit, is you're going to invest less into all these other things. Because when you're going after leads, when you're going after all these other unproven methods, well, you're going to spend a lot of money. You're going to spend a lot of time. You're going to put a lot of energy into those things. And what happens is your database and your past clients and the people who already know, like, and trust you, they're getting the crumbs. They're getting the leftovers. And so you definitely don't want to do that. And that's just because you're spreading yourself out way too thin. So you don't have the energy, the budget, or anything to give back to them. And so they end up forgotten. But remember, going back to strategy 1, referrals are your highest conversion. They're the best one you're going to get. So what you need to do is refocus, retool, reposition. I know you hear this from a lot of different sources, but I can't stress to you how important it is for your profit to make sure you're investing less in all these unknown strategies, your time, money, energy, and focusing on the one you already know to work, right? That's going to generate referrals. Boom, more profit. Number 3, pay for it once. So what does that mean? Well, whether you're advertising, let's say you're buying leads through Zillow or Facebook or Realtor.com or whatever you're doing, right? Or you're going to open houses, or you're generating leads and prospects and opportunities, whatever way that you're doing, what you have to think about is, how do I make sure that I make the most of this time spent or this money spent or whatever? So if you buy a lead, let's say the lead costs $10 or $20. And if you're on Zillow, it could be hundreds of dollars. What you want to make sure is that you're only paying for that once. Let's say I've created, 100 opportunities, all right, whatever time frame, a month, 3 months, a year, whatever it is. But I have 100 opportunities that I created, prospects. Maybe I paid for them 10 or 20 bucks each or whatever, right? Maybe I put effort into getting them. I had to attend hold who knows how many open houses or do whatever I needed to do. And I generated those leads. Well, I have 100 leads there that I paid for, but just once. A lot of agents, what they do is they get those 100 and they kind of throw them away. They pick out like the couple good ones, if any, and then they kind of throw the rest away. They forget about it. They don't really think about it again. And then they go buy another 100 or go put effort out or marketing or advertising to go get a new 100 people and do the same thing. And they just keep doing this over and over again. Well, now there's like 90 something people in each of those right groups that they keep buying that they don't follow up with, they don't keep in touch with at all. They just kind of keep getting new ones. So when I say pay for it once, is you can actually continuously generate leads over and over again from all of those hundreds of leads that you have purchased or generated in some way, shape, or form over the months, weeks, years, days, whatever it is. So really the way it should be is, I have 100, grab the couple out that do good, whatever, great. I keep in touch with them. They're in my database. I'm still following up with them. I get another 100, same thing. Now I have 200, same thing, 3, 4, 5, until I have 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000, whatever it is. I keep following up with all those people in my database. And guess what happens is I start getting leads and opportunities and prospects every single month just from my database without even having to buy any more new leads. Does that mean profit? Heck yes, it does. The other thing too is this depends as far as your advertising goes on what your growth goals are. For example, let's say you're like, hey, I want to do 30 transactions a year or 50 transactions a year, whatever it is, and that's kind of it. You don't want to grow a team. You don't want to do hundreds of transactions. Well, what you can do now is you can leverage that database to continuously generate leads for you every single month for free, basically, because you already paid for it way back when you first got the lead. Then you combine that with the other strategy I gave you, which was following with your past clients, and now you're selling all the homes that you need to. And if you are trying to grow, maybe you're trying to grow a team or grow leads or whatever, you want to get to those 50, 60, 75, 100 or more transactions per year, well, you still need to focus on getting the highest conversions from the database that you're building, right? Because that's going to help you to grow at a lower cost. It's going to allow you to keep more money, have more profit, just for the same reason that all those opportunities turn into free leads and opportunities down the line. And it's going to allow you to spend more on marketing and more on advertising to really grow and take yourself to that next level. And then from there, it's just how many homes do you want to sell? Now, those are the 3 strategies that you need to double your profit in your real estate business. And if you need help, well, of course, we're always here. As you may know, I've created something called the Ultimate Follow Machine to help make this easy for you and really inexpensive and take very little time. So check out LinkU.net to learn more. Otherwise, good luck with it. My name is Wesley Rocha, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.